6, 5, 4.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our next installment of Ignite Your Brand. We have a great event slated for you today, talking about holiday gifts for customer appreciation and employee recognition for this year. And I know it feels a little early because it's August, but it's not too early to start to think about those gifts that you want to get for your staff, for your customers, for all those people that you want to do that for. So this is the time, this is the event, and we are going to have a great time today. My name is Kevin Durella. I am the Executive Director here at Safeguard and Deluxe, and it is my pleasure to be your host today. Let me just tell you a little bit about what we've got. We've got 4 incredible partner vendors that are going to work with us today. We're going to be seeing some great hard goods. We're going to be seeing some employee recognition and awards. We've got food, and then we've got a really, really special what we're calling a digital virtual or a digital virtual fashion show. So you got to stick around to the end of the event for that, because that's going to be really a lot of fun. Okay, a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. I want you to know that we've got a chat room on the right-hand side of your screen. So as we're going through the event today, if you have any questions, comments you want to make, or even just a high five to one of our presenters for something that you like on the screen, feel free to do that for us, okay? And then also I want you to know that you're all been muted, so we don't have any background noise. Now, I'm not muted, so if my landscaper shows up today, ooh, sorry, but we'll do our best to keep that to a minimum. Okay, in the email reminder that you got just probably about an hour or so ago, you received a link for the Ignite Your Brand information form. We're going to also put that in the chat room as a link for you to download, so that should be there shortly. But that form should be used by you all out there to take some notes, write down the things you have some interest in, and at the end of the event today or later this afternoon or tomorrow morning, I want you to send that form to your Safeguard representative, or you can send it to iyb@gosafeguard.com. That's iyb@gosafeguard.com. That's listed on the form, so you'll see it there. But if you send that in to us, the great thing is that will get you into the drawing for one of 4 great prizes that our vendors have so graciously provided to give away today. So we'll be doing that drawing in the next day or 2 after we get the forms in, but I will be reminding you throughout the event today to make sure you fill that out. If for some reason you don't have the form, send us an email at iyb@gosafeguard.com or to your representative, and we will make sure that you get entered as well. Okay, talked about the end of the show. Make sure you stay with us to the end, because we're going to have a fun virtual fashion show. That's going to be great. So before we get started with our first presenter, I just want to thank all of you for joining and taking the time with us today. I think it's going to be an hour of that's really worthwhile that you spend with us today. And I want to thank all of our presenters for taking the time and being with us and for their participation. So with that, let's get started. Let me introduce you to Alyssa Baker from HPG. HPG has been a fantastic sponsor and vendor for us over the years. They've done a number of virtual events with us, and they always have a fantastic array of products. And not only products, but ideas on how to use those products in your gift giving. So Alyssa, welcome.
Thanks, Kevin. I appreciate you guys having me today. I'm ready for the holidays as well. I'm in hot Charleston, South Carolina. I'm ready for some cool weather.
Yeah, for sure. It's a little hot down here in Florida too, so I'm ready for it, but I think I've got a few more months to go before we're going to get there. But listen, we can think cool today, and we can think holiday spirit, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, good. Well, you take it away, Alyssa.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Kevin. So yeah, I'm excited today to show you some of my favorite products rolling into Q4. And I am going to start with our Batch and Bodega. This is a great brand. What we are doing is we're partnering with small mom and pop entrepreneurs from across the country and packaging these gourmet snacks into awesome kits. This one is called the Twist and Salt. I like this kit because number one, I like activities. I feel like when I interact with the product, it creates more branding memory. This little guy is a pretzel baking kit. So yes, you've got your mix inside. Down in here, I've got stone ground mustard. And then I have obviously the directions, so we know how to twist up our pretzels. But then again, we're talking about branding, and we want to make sure that we're pairing your brand with our gourmet snacks in these kits. So here, this is called the Grab It, and it is a bottle opener. So while you're making your beer pretzels, you can pop open your favorite beverage and enjoy. So again, this one is called the Twist and Salt. Now I'm going to go to another fun one for summer. This one is called the Scoops and Sprinkles. Now, again, it's summertime. We're having fun with our kids before they go back to school. Your logo goes on the front of the outside of this great box, but turn on your sensors, and this one has a tune. Yes, that is a sound chip to the ice cream truck, taking you straight back to your childhood. Inside of this awesome kit, you've got gourmet waffle cones, hot fudge, caramel sprinkles. But again, what is important, as I close them, is again, where is your brand? Your brand is going to be on this great little retro ice cream scoop. The scoop is going to stay in the kitchen with your logo, and we all know that financial decisions are made in the kitchen. Now, every single one of these kits is a minimum order quantity of only 1 unit. Yep, I said it, pretty solid. And all of them come with a personalized note card, and it is about connecting. Again, Q4, we want to have those connections with our audience. This one says Scoops Ahoy. Everything inside this box is crafted by a passionate expert. It could be from a 150-year-old run company or an entrepreneur that risked it all to make a snack they knew the world would want. But what's important to you is side 2. This is your real estate for your thank you and your message. Moving along. We have the Trailblazer. Now this one, again, like I said, we've got all sorts of snack kits for different flavors. And I like this particular kit for when we're on the road to grandma's house and we want some snacks in the car. I've got bourbon cookies, I've got nuts, I've got pretzels. But again, I've got this great little multi-tool that's going to have your logo on it. And also the stash light that has a little hidden compartment in the barrel. So it's a flashlight branded logo with a little stasher. But again, your logo on the outside of this creative craft box. And my last kit for today in Batch and Bodega is a personal favorite because I am a mom and my daughter loves to bake up a storm. And who doesn't want to have homemade pancakes on Sunday morning in your slippers with your family? Holidays or any Sunday will do. You've got this great marble box logo on the outside, but inside is some fun. You have got gourmet pancake mix. You've got granola. I've got gourmet peanut butter. I've got syrup. I've got tea. There's lots in this kit. I have honey straws. But again, we're talking branding because that's why we're here today. We like logos, and your logo is going to go on this dye-up oven mitt. So you can put your brand down here at the bottom and on this awesome spoon spatula. And all of you ladies out there know that no woman gets rid of a spatula. We could have 12 spatulas. Someone gives us a spatula. We're going to keep our spatula. And again, you got your personalized postcard. So that is Batch and Bodega. Now, moving along. I have pens. Yes, I work for a really large pen company and I love my pens. So I'm going to talk a couple minutes about pens. Number 1 is the Javelina. This is our #1 writing instrument. We do 1 million of these little guys a day. But what's really important is that now we have an antimicrobial agent in the actual pen. So yes, it helps reduce the absorption of odors and germs into the actual plastic. So when you're thinking pens, just know that these are options as you move forward. Also adding a stylus. You know, if you've got a pen in a program, think about an upsell with some stylus options so you're not touching communal surfaces. We don't want to touch things where other people have touched. So think about what you want to sell on your pens moving forward. Now, this one I added because I think it looks like an ornament. Again, we got lots of fun barrels with our pens, and this one I like the red and the blue is called the Osiris. It's a great price point, and again, it's a fun pen. So while you're writing with your instruments, you want to be smiling. And my last pen of the day is going to be, again, a relevant product. This is called the AeroPure. It's extremely popular to the point that I get inventory levels emailed to me every day because people love this pen. #1, stylus at the end, so you're not touching communal surfaces. But what is inside is going to be hand sanitizer. It's spray and it is made in the USA. So this is a multi-function product, does more than one thing, and everyone likes products that do more than one thing. Now, we also can put them in a gift box, which is why I wanted my pins in my deck, because I want to make sure that, yes, we can actually decorate it for the holidays, and not just have a pin on its own. Let's decorate that pin, put it in some nice stylish packaging, and it's a great gift and a great kit. Now, Beacon, we have some really high-end brands with Beacon, and I just have one slide on this because I want to make sure everyone knows these are available to you. Vera Bradley, you can have Waterford, you can have Costa Del Mar, you can have Ray-Bans, you can have a Bose speaker with your brand on the back side of it. You can also do a Stanley great tumbler with your logo on it. Again, Bulova watches. These are all available to you. So remember, when you're thinking high-end, that is an option for you in our industry. Now, Beacon is also my items for in the kitchen. And during quarantine, I've got a lot of product. And I kept running out to my garage, and I was always grabbing my Beacon samples because I like things in the kitchen. I'm always in the kitchen. And number one, everyone, think about today. What have you already done in your day? You probably have already used a cutting board. So this is a bamboo cutting board. It's durable, it's stain resistant, but again, it's relevant because we're using your brand on products that we use in everyday life. And again, that helps make sure that your brand stays alive. So I'm digging the actual cutting board, as well as I really like this bread knife. I have one and it works great. So we brand your bread knife through the window. Never comes out of the blister pack, so no one's going to be playing swords out in the warehouse. Everyone will be safe. But again, it's a great product. It's an awesome price point. And again, all moms love a good bread knife. And again, you've got your coasters as well. Coasters are selling off the shelves. Loving our coaster line. Now, as I showed you spatulas before, they're super popular, but so are the wood utensils. Because again, it's something that we know is going to stay in the drawer. And we're all about making sure that the items that we sell to you for creative ideas don't hit the recycle bin. We want to make sure we get the most of the marketing dollar. Now, holiday gifting, we want a really nice bag, right? And everyone in America knows the laminated tote because it looks very familiar to a really nice boutique fashion place that we might shop for our outer athletic wear. But again, I love it because it's durable, because it's laminated, which means I can wipe it clean. It has a big imprint space, so I can have a massive logo out in the market. No woman in America gets rid of a laminated fashion tote. We stuff these in drawers. We hide these in our pantry. We stick them in our closets. If we're gifted a laminated fashion tote, we know we're going to use it again, which means your logo gets legs. And then I like this one. He's new. He's got a pocket. So again, I can throw my keys in the front, my phone in the front, and then inside of this bag is going to be my daughter's soccer cleats, or it's going to be a wine bottle and some cheese to go to my girlfriend's house. But again, and it's a nice added pocket for a little bit more utilitarian on that particular item. Now I'm going into tech because we all love some tech. And we all love eco-friendly items. I get asked every day for options for eco-friendly. And this is our Sticks and Stones collection from Oregadio. Every substrate on this line is made from a sustainable substrate. So the concrete is limestone or it's bamboo. We've got cork. This one is called the Tembler, and it's a really nice jazzy wireless speaker. It looks like it can sit on your shelf. It looks like it came from Crate and Barrel or Restoration Hardware. Nice and high end, a great weight to it, which means high perceived value. And while you're listening to your tunes, it's also multifunction, and I can charge my phone on top of it at the same time. So people love that. Again, it's a big win-win when it does two things. The Doxy, a station for charging your phone, for charging your AirPods and your watch. Great imprint space. Then you've got the Crumby. This one's kind of silly. It's a desk vacuum, but silly works. People love silly. This is a #1 seller, and it also comes in black. And my last org item, oh, you're not moving, is going to be super relevant because today I am talking to you with a light ring and a microphone, so I'm clear and I look pretty and soft lighting because we're all presenting from our homes. And this is called the McStreamy. Love the packaging, high-end package. But then you open this guy up, and yes, there is a light ring inside and a microphone that can be branded, and also the clip to hold your camera. The stand is also included. Everything included is imprinted on the back of the box. Again, it's an awesome new item, and we've got a lot of inventory on everything I'm showing you. We have amped up for fourth quarter. Now we've got the baby blue eyes, blue light blocking glasses. As you can see, I'm wearing glasses. I'm blind as a bat. But I wonder if I had worn my blue light blocking glasses in my 30s, if they would have saved my eyes for my 40s. These are a great look, very fashionable, minimum order quantity of 1 unit on the Tech products. And you also have this awesome imprint space on the eyeglass case. I kind of feel like the branding is going to be on the case, and I'm going to put my Ray-Bans in this and hit the beach, which means my brand is going to go to the beach. And we've got the 2Buds. Again, this is an awesome product. Every one of us, we all have AirPods. Wouldn't it be nice if your AirPods were only in the $20 price point range? So here, oops, there they go out my box. You're going to imprint on the case, but I love the decoration on this box. It's got a magnetic closure, and it's about the connection the recipient has with this awesome packaging. They're like, wow, that looks like it came from Brookstone. And inside of it are some great 2Bud AirPods. Now this one is fun. It is jazzy. They're LED lights. Do you guys get in Lyfts or Ubers and they have LED lights flashing, or your children have LED lights in their bedrooms? This is an LED light speaker. So you open it up, it's a snow globe, and inside of it is LED lights, and it's going to dance to the beat of the music. So it's fun, it's different, it's great packaging as well. I love all the packaging in this line. It's great for fourth quarter gifting. And my last speaker is going to be the Metro Mini. It's got an edge-to-edge imprint on the graphic, but here I'm going to show you on the box. We're going to slide off the carton. The box itself has got Metro map of New York City on it, and then I'm going to open it up, and down in here is going to be my awesome little speaker. Again, this is a great price point speaker with edge to edge on that imprint, and we really want great decoration. I really like products that have awesome fun decoration or even texture, because texture makes it have a little bit high perceived value. And that is it for my brands. I've got a lot more, so if anyone wants some one-on-one later on, let Kevin know. But my gift today, I'm going to give you one of my Batch and Bodega kits, because today we're celebrating you, and this kit is called the Yay You Kit. It has ice cream cones in it, it's got marshmallows, it's got cotton candy, it's all goodness and sweetness, and that is going to be our gift that will be gifted out through Safeguard. And I am taking it back to Kevin.
All right. Thank you so much, Alyssa. That was fantastic. That was fantastic. And I'm not sure I even know where to start, because you guys have so many products across HPG that it's hard to know where to start. But I will say my favorites today were the high-end tech products. They look so fantastic. High perceived value. Minimum order quantity of 1. Did I hear that right?
Yes, MOQ of 1. And, as you said, it's time to amp up. We have inventory now, get your orders in, but we really are doing a great job with our consistency on our inventory coming in through Q4. So definitely check with us on our tech products, because we've got lots to sell.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I love the giveaway that you showed up there, the Batch and Bodega kit. So for those folks out there, remember, to be in the drawing, to win that, you've got to fill out the interest form and send it to iyb@gosafeguard.com, or you can send an email to us as well. If you don't use the form, that's okay. But get it into us by the end of the show or later today, and we'll make sure you're in the drawing for that. Alyssa, thank you again so much for participating. I hope you'll hang around to watch the rest of the show with us.
I want to see the fashion show.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you. Oh, you know what I forgot? Tracy.
Hey, Kevin.
Out there in the chat room for Alyssa before we say goodbye.
Absolutely. I've got a few questions for Kevin. I mean, for Alyssa. Alyssa, a couple of things. Number one, how is the inventory holding up on the Orig audio items?
We have good inventory. We really do. I mean, I check inventory, and we also have inventory coming in September, and we've got things coming in October. We've got them coming in November. So it's trickling in. So yes, I'm confident in our inventory levels. We've done a big investment on that. That doesn't mean that somebody can't come in and wipe out a product. But again, I'm confident in our inventory.
So secure orders early and be safe with your your needs. What
Absolutely.
was
I
the
mean-
name of the charging station, and which line is it from?
The charging station is from Oregadio, and it's called the Doxy because it's a docking station. So again, you got big imprint space, and you can charge 3 things at once. So again, it's great for time savers.
I have one of
other
those at home, and it's fantastic.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry, one other last question. And from Oregadio, the Stick and Stone Collection concrete coaster, is there an item number for that?
I do not know the item number for that.
Okay.
I don't
Well, how
know
about
that.
if we get it and we'll put it back in the chat later? So
sounds good.
let's go ahead and move on.
Sounds good.
Thanks again, Alyssa. Thank
You're
you so much. We
Thank
appreciate you.
I appreciate you having me.
All right, you bet. All right, let's move on from there. Thanks, Tracy. Let's move on to there. Our next presenter this is new for us. We've not had an employee rewards or recognition company with us on one of our Ignite Your Brand. So today we are so lucky to have with us Devin Martin, who's the National and Key Accounts Manager at Crystal D. She's a 20-year industry veteran and a recognition rock star. I love that. Outside of work, she's a mom to a 16-year-old boy named Reagan and a tiny Maltese dog named Louie. Hey, Devin, welcome to Ignite Your Brand.
Hi, thanks so much.
Devin, check your mic there. Unmute yourself. All right. Let's see if Jerry can help get you unmuted.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. All right. Thanks, Devin.
There was a little message, but you couldn't hear me. So thank you very much, Kevin. I'm really excited to be here today. Yes, the resident recognition rock star here at Crystal D. And, you know, I'd like to think across the world too. But we've got some really pretty things to show you guys today. Great time to start thinking about awards and recognition for your teams. So with that being said, I'll just go ahead and dive right in here. All right. Kevin, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you great. Are you trying to share a presentation there?
I am. Are you seeing the correct screen?
Not yet.
No? Okay. Well, I'm so sorry. Hold on a second. I'm actually the Zoom queen, not so much with Microsoft Teams.
I totally get it.
Okay, give me one more
Hey,
try.
remember, folks, this is a live event. Anything could happen. Jerry, can you see her presentation?
There's no presentation coming.
Okay. Sorry, Gary. It's when I press on the share button, it says open share tray, but I don't see where it's opening that to. I do still see Alyssa's screen up. Does that make a difference?
No.
Okay.
All right. So when you click the share content
Yes.
button,
Mm-hmm.
you should get a couple of boxes that open up.
Yeah, they're not opening. That's.
All right. Let me see. I may have yours. And why don't you start talking, and I'm going to go look for your presentation, see if I can share it for you, okay?
Perfect. Okay. All right. Thanks. And sorry about that.
That's okay.
All right. Well, what I meant to say is good afternoon, and thanks so much for having me. I'm super excited to be here on behalf of Safeguard Deluxe. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is why recognizing your employees is such a powerful tool for corporations all over the world. I'm going to share some stories with you that I hope you find helpful for your organization. And right now is a great time to start thinking about those year-end awards and gifts of appreciation for your team members. I did also want to share, much like Alyssa, Crystal D is really in a unique position right now where we are very well stocked. We're having a great year here. We know that appreciation is definitely trending because we're off to a great start for 2021. But we are very well stocked and ready to go into our busy season. So if you don't mind advancing to the next slide, please.
You got it.
All right, thank you so much. All right, so let's talk about what recognition actually is and why you need it. Recognition actually does many things for your organization. It cultivates and enforces your company's culture. It improves morale and employee retention, which we know is so important right now as we're starting to come out of COVID. And we're hearing about labor shortages all across the whole United States. Recognition can actually help with that. And it also helps to attract and retain talent. So in a nutshell, recognition is a communication tool that reinforces and rewards the most important outcomes that people create for your business. Next slide, please. So there's three basic types of recognition in the workplace, starting with, day-to-day recognition. So an example of that would be like, hey, nice job on your presentation in the morning meeting. This is a virtual, especially now, high five to your team members. Informal is like a treat brought in to thank the team for hard work on completing a project. It's maybe a promotional product or a small gift for the team. This is a congrats on meeting your quarterly goal type of recognition. And then you have formal recognition. And formal recognition is usually a special event, a gathering of fellow employees and management where the employee or employees are recognized in front of their peers. There's usually a presentation of an award or a gift, and the honoree is commended for their achievements. Of course, formal recognition involving a gathering is a little harder to do these days, but a virtual event can easily provide a substitute until everyone can gather again. If you need some help figuring out how to set up a virtual event, let us know. We can help with that. We've been doing virtual events here at Crystal D as well. All right, next slide, please. Now, why is appreciation and recognition so very important? Well, because it helps enforce your corporate culture, which is the backbone of your organization. Having a strong culture helps keep your employees happy and engaged and more productive. Keeping your team engaged is especially important while we're combating this work from home separation. So many companies are dealing with this right now and probably will be for the rest of this year and perhaps into the foreseeable future. But just because your employees are working from home doesn't mean that they don't still need to be acknowledged. In fact, 64% of surveyed employees believe that recognition is actually more important when they're working from home. And I think from an employer's perspective, we think, working from home is the perk, that is their reward. But it's a little bit more than that. We also know that engaged employees are more profitable for your organization, up to 21% more so. And did you know that a culture of recognition can even help you retain your valuable employees? 63% of US workers that were surveyed said that they would be unlikely to search for a new job if they were receiving regular appreciation and recognition at work. So think about some of those stats. Those are pretty powerful statements. And I want you to be thinking about your organization and how a little bit of recognition could really go a long way. Next slide, please, Kevin. All right. Now my question's for you. Have you ever received an award? Was there a special celebration? Do you remember how you felt being honored? And do you remember what you did to earn that award? How many people out there still have an award from a previous job or even an old Little League trophy laying around? Awards make a lasting imprint on us. That's why they're such a powerful tool for employers. And speaking about sustainability, awards don't go in the landfill. I just said you probably still have an old bowling trophy or a Little League trophy from your youth. People hold on to them because they mean something to them. What awards and recognition do for your organization is that they reinforce a behavior that you want to see repeated. So they're going to remind your employee to repeat something that they're being rewarded for. That's good, right? All right, next slide, please. When someone realizes that their hard work is being recognized, they often continue to perform at that same level, or they'll work even harder to exceed that level. Praise and kind words are beneficial, but having a physical reminder of the moment is even more powerful. So that's where we come in. In fact, Crystal D's core purpose is to turn emotions into memories. And now, Kevin, with the next slide, you'll have to click 3 times because there's like an animation on here.
Actually, I don't have the animation because I think I'm in a PDF, so we'll just talk through that.
All right, great. It was very exciting, I promise. Okay, so it's the actual physical award that recreates that memory for the recipient. It provides a tangible reminder of a moment in time, and it helps to maintain and perpetuate the feeling that they had when they were winning that award. So it's almost like a psychological trick, but you're also connecting the employee experience to your company's purpose and values. So think about the time you spend writing your mission statement, figuring out what your core purpose is and what your values are. You want your employees to exemplify those, right? A strong culture instills a sense of belonging that inspires commitment and loyalty from your employees. So if you think about your organization, do you feel like you have a strong culture? Because maybe an award program or some type of recognition for your team could really help enhance that culture and make it a little bit stronger for you. Okay, next slide, please. So at Crystal D, we offer awards for just about any occasion to honor any achievement, and we have them in all different price points. Together with your Safeguard Deluxe sales professional, we can help provide you with the perfect item on budget and on time. Our memory makers are uniquely equipped to provide the best options because we understand recognition. And as you've seen from our photographs that were in the previous slides, we actively practice it and we celebrate it. And we celebrate a lot here at Crystal D. It's a very fun place to work. All right, next slide, please. All right, now I want to show you some stories to help inspire you to start or enhance your appreciation mission. The first story is about how we brought out the emotion in some very tough firefighters. Next slide, please. We received a request for a fire department to honor their best and bravest firefighters. Previously, they had been doing and providing the standard Walnut Panel Award, similar to what you see on the screen right now. They'd been using that award for years. You know, it was really nice, got the job done, but we decided to show them a new option using some of our unique customization methods because we wanted this award to really embody what they stood for. Next slide, please. We started with our 3D subsurface imprint. So fun fact about that, it's actually an image that's inside a piece of crystal. It's been described as like a holograph. It's 3D, you can see it from every single angle. And how we make it is we use a laser and it shoots into the crystal and creates tiny fractures inside, and that's what creates the image. But I digress. In this case, we created an image from a photograph of a firefighter at work. And this provided a unique and unexpected element, perfectly capturing the detail of the water droplets bursting from the hose. But we didn't stop there. We also incorporated our full color Illumichrome to give the effect of the firefighter inside being surrounded by the flames. A classic deep etch and elegant gold color fill for the award text completed the look, and the fire department was thrilled with the custom look of this item and our ability to capture the ferocity and intensity of what it means to be thrust into danger on a daily basis. This award was definitely a winner. All right, next slide, please. What about something more functional to truly fit the work from home employees or someone without a traditional workspace? The cell phone holder made out of crystal. This is actually one of my very favorite gifts and one of our top sellers here at Crystal D, specifically leading up to the holiday season. In May, we had an opportunity to work with a hospital to provide this as a gift for hardworking nurses in honor of Nurses Week. So, you know, we know our nurses worked really, really darn hard this year. So they don't always have a traditional office space or desk space at work. But everybody has a cell phone within reach at home, so this is a lovely reminder that they are appreciated for all they do. Great price point on that cell phone holder too. They start at just $50. Next slide, please. And if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, our Denton collection really fits the bill. This is a small paperweight type item. They're easily drop shipped to home. They can be included in a welcome back to the office kit. And they start at just $15 retail. This is a small item, but it really provides a big impact at a small price. The other application that I've seen this used for, which is kind of irrelevant now when we're not necessarily gathering, but people have used them for place settings at like a corporate dinner or a celebration. It's great for, you know, thanking vendors and the such. So nice little item. Again, small price point, big impact on the Denton collection. Speaking of budgets, I also would like you to consider our Goal Setter Collection of awards. This is our take on the Perpetual Award. And as you can see, you're no longer limited to a stodgy old wood panel with gold plates to honor perpetual or continuing achievements or milestones. With a one-time upfront cost of the base award, you can add on to it for future accomplishments with a much smaller investment in subsequent years or months by adding one of our unique addendum pieces. The Goal Setters are a perfect option for quarterly awards, years of service, safety awards, time without incident, or safe miles driven. Really any award with future milestones in mind. Our Monterey Goal Setter that you see here starts as low as $120. Sorry, next slide. Should be the Goal Setter gallery with a few images on it. The Goal Setters actually come in a wide variety of different colors and designs, and there's a lot of them that have variable spaces on them for adding achievement blocks. Each Goal Setter includes the first block with the base award, and additional blocks include a color-filled imprint, and they cost just $20 each. Okay, next slide, please. All right, stepping away from traditional recognition, Crystal D's versatile products can also be used to commemorate a milestone anniversary. Once again, we're using that Chapin rectangle. This is what we used for the Fireman's Award. And we use this to provide a 100th year anniversary item for ExxonMobil. So using our 3D subsurface imprint again, we captured that iconic Fred Hartman Bridge in Baytown, Texas, with a colorful cityscape on the background. We use a classic deep etch on the front to describe the 100th anniversary. And this actually started, the request for this started out as just a request for a general traditional desktop award with just our deep etch. But our memory makers actually chose to go above and beyond, and they were able to do a little research here and perfectly showcase the home of ExxonMobil. So it was really an impactful gift and commemoration for them. All right, next slide, please. All right, the last story that I want to share is regarding a very cool project that we were fortunate to be a part of in 2016. Not only was the finished product excellent, but we were also able to solve a big problem for our customer. In 2016, the Twin Cities was host to the Ryder Cup golf event. The tournament was held at the Hazeltine National Golf Course. And outside of the clubhouse, there's a statue. That's what you're seeing on your screen right now. It's called the Walking Man, and it was created by a local artist named Bill Mack. So our customer initially requested that we replicate the Walking Man in crystal. So picture like a figurine or a miniature version of the Walking Man. So we definitely have custom capabilities, but there was going to be some higher upfront costs to cover the cost of sculpting and the molds that needed to be made for casting the crystal. And we were looking at about 8 to 12 weeks for lead time. So during the quoting process, we also suggested an alternate option, once again using that 3D subsurface, which I'm sure you're starting to see why it's our fastest growing customization method now, just because it does give us so much flexibility. All right, if you want to advance to the next slide, Kevin, I'm going to show you the finished product. We used our Blenheim Award, which we were able to use to recreate the Walking Man's image inside the crystal instead of making the figurine. This helped by reducing the cost significantly. And the best part was it reduced the lead time from 8 to 12 weeks to just 5 to 8 business days after the art approval. Fans attending the event were able to purchase this unique keepsake at the event and also via an online store. It was really a popular item and in fact sold out in the first couple of days. But since we were located here locally where the event was, we were able to quickly replenish stock on this for our customer. And also it was really unique because they didn't have to make a large investment or a large quantity investment. So that really reduced their risk for taking on a lot of inventory for a situation that they didn't know if these were going to sell out. But it ended up being a really successful sale during the event and in fact after the event. So that is our Blenheim. And much like Alyssa's line, we also have a one-piece minimum order on almost, I'd say probably about 96% of our product line. So most of our items are going to be available just at one. All right, if you will go to the next slide, please, Kevin. I want to talk a little bit about the fact that Crystal D's product line is not just limited to awards. We also have a lot of gifts, and these gifts are perfect for many different industries and applications. And if you will go to the next slide, there's an image there of some of those themed gifts. So I just don't want you to forget to include your vendors and customers with our collection of themed gifts. We have a wide range of prices and materials that we use for these. And one more fun fact for you guys, that little realtor sign that's in the bottom center section of that image, that is one of our top selling items here at Crystal D. So again, if you work with anybody in the real estate industry, you know it's been a crazy year for them too. So nice little award to remember them. And then for my final slide, please, Kevin.
Yes.
This is an image of the gift that we have for a lucky winner today. So Kevin's going to be providing the rest of the details on how you can win this. But what we are featuring here today is our exquisite Fairmount vase. You can get it with a deep etch or you can get it blank if you prefer, but $189 retail value on this piece. It is just a stunning one. And it's very unique because it has more of a square shape. So I do really appreciate the uniqueness of that vase. And that pretty much wraps up my presentation here for today. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak with you guys. And just want to remind everybody about the power of recognition and why this category is so important. So, work with your Safeguard Deluxe sales professional and let them help you expand this category to keep your culture strong.
Thank you so much, Devin. That was fantastic. Sorry about our technical difficulties, folks, but hopefully everybody was able to see all the products that were up there. So thank you for that. And the gift prize is absolutely beautiful. So remember, folks, ignite your brand at gosafeguard.com. Send us an email, send in the interest form after the show is finished, and that'll put you in for the drawing to win that prize. Tracy, while we still have Devin here for another minute or so, any questions for her out there?
I did not have any questions for her, Kevin. Thank you for checking in. Lots of great comments, but no questions to be answered right this moment. Thank you for checking.
Devin, thank you so much. Hang around for the rest of the show. And well, again, we appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, on to our next presenters. Now, these folks have been with us before. Maple Ridge Farms. We've got two folks from there. We've got Tracy Simonis and Jody Schillinger. Sorry, a little tongue-tied on that one. But these two ladies are experts in food giving, and Maple Ridge Farm has over 40 years of food knowledge, and they can assist with any of the food needs that you have. So, Jody and Tracy, where are you? Well, I will tell you what they told us before we got started. They were under a tornado watch where they are based, which is in, I guess, Wisconsin. And so they were concerned they might not be able to get back to us. So I think what we're going to have to do here, I see their names up on the screen, but I do not see them here. Okay, so you know what we're going to do, Jerry? We are going to move to our next presenters today. And if Tracy and Jody come back, we'll get started. So let's talk about Sanmar, and let me introduce you to Parvane Frillo from Sanmar. Hey, Parvane, how are you?
Hey there, how are you?
You know, it's a live event, as I said. Anything can happen. Technical difficulties, people have tornadoes. I don't know. I think this might be a tornado, but in a good way. What do you think?
I love it. They're going to love this next experience that you're bringing to them.
Yeah, I know you kind of coined a phrase called a phygital fashion show. What does that mean?
So, we're all kind of digital right now. That's our digital world. But how do you bring apparel to life? And the only way you can bring apparel to life is to blend that physical with the digital. So phygital. And, we all fidget a lot anyway. So we at Sanmar really love the word phygital. So that's kind of it, blending physical and digital to bring a really great experience to your customers today.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna enjoy what they're about to see. Now, this is not going to be a typical presentation of PowerPoints with pictures of nice sweaters and shirts and blouses, right? It's going to be a phygital fashion show. But tell me how you've kind of grouped the items. What are our folks about to see?
Well, I think that they're going to love seeing some of their Deluxe Safeguard favorite people. Those are our models. So our models are not professionals. They are everyday people like you and I having a little bit of fun. And what you're going to see are some beautifully curated collections that play to holiday, as that's the theme of your show this today. So you're going to see holiday theme, you're going to see recognition, whether it be safety, team building, recruiting, retaining. So you're going to see a lot of outfits that help bring all of your team together, especially as we're working digitally. There's more of a need to feel connected. So you're going to see that. You're going to see the personalities, I think, are really going to speak more than the products themselves. But we're going to focus on some of the trends we're seeing at retail. So what we're seeing are some of my favorite trend words for this year. Couch couture. We want to wear things that are comfortable. We want to wear things that are soft and cozy, and definitely things that can transition really well from work to play. We're spending a lot of time outside, so you're going to see a lot of outside wear. All the clothing and apparel that you're going to see today and bags are designed to meet your customers' needs, what they want to wear, what they want to be exploring out in nature. So that's what we're going to focus on. things that are want to wear, not have to wear. Also, you're going to see things that are tied to sustainability. That's a huge story still, and it's becoming more and more important, particularly if you're recruiting people. So if you're recruiting and I'm sorry, I'm seeing pop-ups. I'll ignore them. So
Ignore
as you're
them.
recruiting
Ignore them.
and retaining your Gen Zs and your millennials, they definitely care about the environment. So I think you're going to get a sprinkling of all different kinds of things, and the models are going to speak for themselves. And I'm so happy that I don't actually have to present. They're going to do an amazing job. If you have questions, please make sure you chat them about the apparel items as we go through, and I'll be happy to elaborate more. But during this wonderful session, I'm not going to be talking at all, right, Kevin?
That's right. You're not going to be talking about it. We're going to let the video do the talking all on its own. Everybody can sit back for a few minutes here and relax. Jerry, I want to make sure you get this started from the very beginning of the video, because what I'm seeing on the screen is not the beginning. So let's make sure it's at the beginning. But folks, sit back and enjoy the next 13 minutes or so of this video. There's some great music. There's some great models. You might even recognize one of them. He has a hat on like this. So, you know, we'll take a look. Jerry,
Yeah,
are you ready
really
are you ready to go live with the video, Jerry?
Wait till you see Kevin, his Christmas in August in Florida. Just remember, he's in Florida. So when you see his first outfit, I think you're going to get a kick out of it.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, here we go. For folks out there, you might want to put your volume up just so you can hear the music. All right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jerry. Parvane, you out there? I hope you're out there somewhere. Maybe you're on mute.
Yes, I am, and I am going to share my screen, I hope, and you're
All
going to be
right.
able to see it. Can you see my screen?
Not yet, but you go keep trying. I'll let you know when we can see it. That was so much fun, and I have to tell you, we had so much fun doing that with all of the workers from Safeguard and distributors and their kids. It was just fantastic. So I want to thank you, Parvane and Sanmar, for providing all that wardrobe, and to all of our Safeguard reps, their families, our coworkers. Thank you so much for participating in that. All right, Parvane, we can see your screen right now. I see that beautiful Ogio backpack.
Yeah, so this is definitely a must-have, especially I guess if you're in a hurricane or having your power knocked out. It's a completely waterproof Ogio bag. So whether it's just sprinkling or you're going on a kayak or a paddleboard, this is just a wonderful bag. And we're going to be giving away 2 of these if you reach out to your Deluxe Safeguard rep and talk about any projects you might want to work on for holiday. One great thing to remember is to plan early, plan ahead, and order early. Inventories, as you all know, with all of the global stuff going on, are a little tight. So this bag may not last forever, but it is available in inventory right now, and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
Awesome.
So much fun. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, you're welcome, and thank you. It was so much fun. So yeah, so remember, folks, the interest form, fill it out, send it into IYB@GoSafeguard.com, or get it to your Safeguard or Deluxe rep, and they'll get it to us so we can make sure we get you entered into the drawing for one of those great prizes that you saw today. I'm sorry about our friends from Maple Ridge Farms. We've run out of time, and I hope that they're safe out there. And I just want to take one more minute here to thank you all for joining us today. We've had so much fun. All of our presenters, all the folks behind the scenes, and a very special thank you to all our fashion show volunteers. There's their names up on the screen. I hope you'll stay with us and see us the next time we're out here. We will be doing more of these events, so keep an eye out in your email, and we will be sending out some notifications of when our next event is. We're wishing you all a great holiday. Get those orders in early, as you heard from all of our presenters today. That's key this year with all of the issues with logistics and supply chain. The sooner you get them in, the sooner your orders in, the sooner you'll know that you've got that product coming to you in time for the holidays. Tracy, one last minute to you. Anything else out there in the chat room that we needed to share with anybody?
The only other thing in the chat room is I've had several people ask, how can I view this again? This was amazing.
Yeah, so we will get this loaded up to our YouTube channel, which is Safeguard Ignite Your Brand. If you go to YouTube and search for that, you'll find our previous events there as well if you want to catch up on some of those. And we will get this up probably in the next day or so. It'll be up there, and we'll be sure to let the our Safeguard and Deluxe folks know so they can share that with you. Okay?
Sounds awesome. That was really the only last question, Kevin.
Great.
All of our presenters did an amazing job. Back to you.
All right. Well, thank you all so much. Thank you to all our presenters. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Jerry, our producer, and all our Safeguard Fashion Show volunteers. We'll see you next time at Ignite Your Brand. Take care.
Thank you.